Here's the ugly truth. That belly fat that you can't seem to lose isn't just about looking good shirtless, it's a sign of deeper problems. Hormonal shifts, stress, and visceral fat that silently wrecken your health. I've helped busy entrepreneurs and executives drop 20, 30, even 40 pounds, and what they learned about belly fat shocked them. Today, I'm breaking down the real reasons it sticks around and the exact steps that you can take to finally get rid of it. Watch this until the end because I'll give you a system you can use starting today to see results without cardio marathons or starvation diets. Why belly fat is different. Most people think belly fat is just extra weight, but here's the truth. Not all fat is the same. There are two main types: subcutaneous fat, the pinchable fat under your skin, and then visceral fat, the hidden fat that wraps around your organs. Subcutaneous fat is more cosmetic. Annoying, yes, but not deadly. Visceral fat, that's the real killer. It drives inflammation, crushes testosterone, raises cortisol, and silently ages you from the inside out. If you pinch your stomach and it feels soft, that's subcutaneous fat. But if your waistline feels tight, bloated, and hard, that's visceral fat, and it's far more dangerous. Research actually shows men with high visceral fat are 3 times more likely to suffer from heart disease and 2 times more likely to develop type 2 diabetes. It's not just about vanity, it's about your energy, your hormones, and even how long you live. So now I'm going to share the 4 ugly truths about belly fat. Truth number 1, it's a stress problem, not just a food problem. Cortisol, your stress hormone, is directly tied to belly fat storage. That's why even guys who diet hard but live stressed out, sleep-deprived lives can't get rid of it. Now, to give you an example, Marcus, one of my clients, was sleeping 5 hours and doing HIIT workouts daily. He was grinding hard but couldn't lose his belly fat. When we fixed his sleep and swapped HIIT for daily walking, he dropped 12 pounds in 6 weeks. His waistline shrunk, not from doing more, but from lowering that stress. If your lifestyle is chaos, your belly fat will stay no matter how much broccoli you try and eat. Now, truth number 2, it's a protein problem. Most men undereat protein by at least half. Without protein, you lose muscle, your metabolism slows, and cravings skyrocket. To give you an example, Giovanni came to me eating salads and bread thinking it was healthy. He was getting maybe 60 grams of protein per day. Now, once we doubled him to up to 150 to 180 grams, everything changed. Cravings gone, steady energy, and fat finally dropping. Here's a stat. Protein burns 25% of its calories just during digestion, more than double carbs or fats. So eating 150 grams of protein is like getting 30 to 40 grams for free. Protein isn't optional. It's the single biggest lever in fat loss. Truth number 3, it's a lifestyle problem. Alcohol, late night snacking, restaurant meals, they add up faster than most men realize. To give you another example, a CEO I worked with cut just one thing: his 3 glasses of wine at dinner. He didn't change workouts, he didn't change meals, he lost 10 pounds in 8 weeks, and his energy at work doubled. Belly fat often has less to do with how hard you train and more about what you do outside of the gym. Truth number 4, it's a hormone problem. Belly fat lowers testosterone, and low testosterone causes more belly fat. It's a vicious cycle. Add in prolactin, estrogen, and insulin resistance, and suddenly your biology is working against you. To give you another example, Ryan was 41 with low libido, brain fog, and a gut. Once we rebuilt his lifestyle around heavy lifting, proper protein, cutting alcohol, and better sleep, he had abs for the first time since his 20s. His testosterone was in the top range. Naturally, hormones aren't an excuse. They're the reason you must approach fat loss smarter. By the way, if you're watching this and thinking, I need a clear system built for me, that's exactly what I do with my private clients. I give them the blueprint to drop 20 to 40 pounds while boosting their energy and performance at work. If you want me to build that system for you, click the first link in the description and apply to work with me one-on-one. Now, let's get back into it because the next steps are what really move the needle. Here's where theory becomes practical. If you implement these 5 strategies, belly fat doesn't stand a chance. So fix number 1, the protein anchor method. Every meal starts with protein, things like eggs, steak, chicken, fish, or Greek yogurt. And your target should be 30 to 40 grams per meal, 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. To give you a tactical example, replace your morning bagel or cereal with 3 eggs and a bowl of Greek yogurt. That's 35 grams of protein right there, which keeps you full and stabilizes your blood sugar for hours. Your healthy smoothie, swap that and add 2 scoops of whey and frozen berries. Doubles the protein and actually halves the sugar. Fix number 2 is carb timing for performance. Now, carbs aren't all bad. They're just mistimed. Keep carbs around workouts only. Pre and post training, carbs fuel muscle growth and recovery. Outside that window, they're more likely to actually be stored as fat. An example, chicken and rice after the gym, steak and salad at dinner. Now, Stephen, one of my surgeon clients, swapped random bagels for targeted carbs around his training. His energy shot up and he leaned out without having to cut his calories extremely. So a swap, instead of snacking on bread mid-afternoon, save those carbs for post-workout rice or potatoes. So fix number 3 is walk 10,000 steps. Don't run for 10 miles. Now, endless cardio can actually backfire. It spikes cortisol and can eat into the muscle. Walking, on the other hand, it lowers your cortisol, burns fat steadily, and aids in recovery. Now, one of my clients, Rick, swapped his daily 6-mile runs for 12k steps. He lost 25 pounds, finally saw his abs, and felt better than ever. A tactical tip, if you work at a desk, buy an under-the-desk treadmill or take walking meetings and calls. Stack habits, listen to podcasts while you're walking. Walking is an underrated fat loss tool that nobody seems to talk about. Now, fix number 4 is sleep like it's your job. If you're sleeping less than 7 hours, you're handicapping your fat loss. Sleep regulates hunger, hormones, testosterone recovery, and even your stress. Now, Josh, one of our clients who is a busy executive, used to brag about running on 5 hours of sleep a night. He also carried an extra 30 pounds. When he pushed sleep to 7 to 8 hours, his cravings disappeared and fat loss felt effortless. One study actually showed men sleeping 5 hours ate 22% more calories the next day compared to those that slept for 8 hours. Sleep is the real fat loss cheat code. Now, fix number 5, the dinner cutoff rule. Late night eating silently adds 300 to 500 calories daily. That's a pound of fat per week. So a strategy here, make dinner your last meal. Cut the kitchen off at 7 p.m, brush your teeth, and move on. An example, a client of mine dropped 22 pounds just by following this simple rule, nothing else. Most guys will fight with me on this rule, but if you just try it for 30 days, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. If you want to lose belly fat, stop snacking in the evening in front of watching Netflix. Now I want to share with you some of these systems in action. So Jared, 35 pounds lost while running his business. He followed the protein anchor method, 4 lifting sessions a week, daily walking, and the dinner cutoff rule. Francesco, stuck at a plateau, fixed his sleep and cut down his alcohol. He dropped 20 pounds in 12 weeks. George rebuilt his nutrition with a protein focus, swapped cardio for strength training, finally broke free from belly fat that he'd been carrying since his 20s. And Ryan, 41-year-old executive, built his hormones through lifestyle, diet and training, achieved better sleep, a great body for the first time in 2 decades. Now, this isn't theory. These are real men applying the system. And here is the final layer of truth. Belly fat isn't about laziness, it's about biology. If you're fighting your body with low-calorie diets, hours of cardio, or cutting your entire food groups, you're guaranteeing and setting yourself up for failure. But if you align with biology, prioritize protein, timing your carbs, walking daily, sleeping enough, and setting clear rules, you make fat loss simple, predictable, and sustainable. So a recap, protein anchor method, carb timing for performance, walk 10,000 steps a day, sleep 7 for 8 hours, and have the dinner cutoff rule. Follow these and your belly fat doesn't stand a chance. So here's the truth. Belly fat isn't just stubborn, it's a signal. If you ignore it, it gets worse. But if you fix the root causes, stress, hormones, protein, lifestyle, you can finally drop the gut and feel like yourself again. And if you want the full system for high performers, I break it all down in my next video. How to drop 40 pounds without crash dieting and starving yourself. Click here to watch the video now. It's going to give you the roadmap that most men never see. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.